Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, Random County. It's another episode of the Random Plus Roulette podcast. I am your host, the secret power you get when all 7 visible planets align. And I'm joined by the always amazing Spooky Suki.
Hi. It's random and roulette, you dingus.
Nailed that intro.
Woo! Alright, well, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, it is actually Sunday today.
Yeah, lots been going on.
Yeah, I was too fucking tired on Friday to deal with this shit.
I mean, I was ready to go and, well, I don't know. I think I was still like riding the energy of the last week and a half of just insanity.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you probably have a lot to talk about, and I don't.
Oh, no.
For our random section, because I've just been, like, not doing shit. Fuck anything.
What the hell? You cleaned your room.
I did. I reorganized my office, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, it's a lot more hybrid music studio, which is kind of what you're going for anyway.
Well, yeah.
Once you get the guitars hung up, I think it'll look pretty good.
Yeah. And yeah, I was supposed to record on Wednesday, but I stayed out too late. Like, all of this is my own fault because I stayed out too late.
Wait,
but, like, I just wanted to hang out with our friends.
You stayed out too late on Wednesday.
On Tuesday.
Oh, on Tuesday,
yes.
And that's why you were useless Friday?
No, I stayed out too late on Thursday.
Oh.
Because on Tuesday, we decided to go to the district and play Burb Game.
No, that game is amazing.
I know.
Have you played it before?
No, that was the first time I played it. Yeah, it's one of Frog Mama's favorites, and
your kids.
Yeah, like, it seems really confusing at first, but then, like, once you get in the swing of it, it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah. And you're collecting burbs.
Burbs! Yeah, so we stayed up late that night, and then Thursday was a Kincaidor takeover at the district.
Yeah, new kid. Well, to preface that, so when I came back Friday from across the state, I found out that I was getting back into town right at 4 o'clock, which is happy hour.
Yep.
So I, of course, put out the alcohol. Hey, happy hour. And new kid is like, God damn you. Because apparently, the day before, he literally spent 8 hours at the district.
Yeah. And we were there for, like, ever, too. Like, we were there. I got off at 5, so we went at, like, I think 6.
Yeah. Did you guys actually close it, or just like...
Yeah, no, I think we did.
God, why'd you close on a school night? That's a bad...
I don't know. It was a bad idea, though. And yeah, then I was, like, dead Friday, and I was like, too many things. But it was really fun. Like, I feel like we hadn't hung out like that for a long time, so I was like, this is fine. As long as it's every once in a while, and not every week.
Yeah.
Because I have shit to do on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Not with that attitude.
Nope, I'm still gonna have shit to do on Wednesdays and Fridays. Because Wednesday is music day, and Friday is supposed to be this.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I completely forgot to set the timer for the show.
Oh. It's like, why are you flapping your hands?
Oh, no, this is tragic.
Yeah,
also, we're just going to guess.
Sure.
We go a little longer.
It doesn't matter anyways.
Yep. Well, before this week, we were actually on a tanking trip.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
It's been that long.
Jeebus. Yeah, it was nothing out of the ordinary this time, though, so that was pretty cool.
I think it was out of the ordinary because nothing bad happened.
No, that's normal, man.
Nah.
Well, okay then.
But no, that one is actually one of our more successful trips.
Yeah, except for I got fucking burnt.
So did I.
Everybody did.
Wait, did you see my stupid feet?
I saw them at the moment, but not now. Is it like done being burnt? It looks...
So I got these amazing
they're
water
bad.
shoes.
They're bad. They're really bad.
From Walmart. They cost me like $10 like 5 years ago. And they hold up really, really well. They're just mesh. And so I got this honeycomb burn on my top of my feet, and so it looks hilarious. Looks like I got like some type of like lizard disease.
Yeah, it looks bad. But like my burn is pretty much gone. I just have more freckles now, and that really pisses me off too.
Your freckles are fine.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I decline. So I'm gonna have to like use some vitamin C on it and see if it'll go away again.
Yeah. Also, like this bullshit's starting to clear up. And I don't know if
Yeah.
that's because I'm actually like taking care of myself, or because like I've literally been outside all the time for the last 2 weeks.
Maybe we just need to get you some like vitamins.
Nah.
I should get you the ones that I have.
Because they're for
Just-
girls.
Oh,
Like
there's a
pretty
men-
hair and nails.
Oh, you remember there's a men's version?
Mm.
Because there was men under 50 and men over 50, and I said you need the one for
God
men
damn it.
over 50. Oh, shit. So yeah, maybe we should get you some of those. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty uneventful. It was fine. There's nothing too... It was just a tanking trip this time.
Yeah, yeah. I did like the idea of having the one tank as like a pool.
A pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Terminator was talking about having a It's like, wait, can we do 4th of July at my house? And we can do that there? It's like...
Well, I don't know. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
we need to figure that out.
God, what else did we do? That was basically it. It was just like,
You lead a boring life.
well, yeah.
So this past week was actually pretty much my favorite week of the year, every year. It's my family reunion. We go to, I don't even know if I should say the place because then everyone's going to go there and it's going to lose its magic.
I don't know if
You
you
don't-
have to worry
I
about
don't
that
think
yet.
so.
No,
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna lose your vacation spot.
Well, near Crawford, Nebraska, which is like way out in the panhandle. It's like 20 miles from South Dakota and 20 miles from Wyoming. There's a state park there called Fort Robinson, and it was an old Indian agency. So like when they were, taking over all of the Indians' land and, taking all their food and stuff, it's like, oh, well, no, we're government, we'll take care of you. So here, basically they can buy stuff from them. And then it was actually turned into a, like a military, like fort, like they did, like formation training. So there was actually a whole huge cavalry station because it's kind of out and there's plenty of like open land and stuff like that. They actually trained all of the horse cavalry for World War One there.
Oh,
And then when they stopped using horses in mounted combat,
yeah.
they actually trained dogs in World War Two.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's actually like a lot. There's a shit ton of history there.
Yeah,
But that's not why it's awesome. Why it's awesome is because of the bluffs. I love the bluffs.
yeah. The bluffs.
I'm trying to get you and your boy out there because I think you guys would actually love it.
No, see, the new destination we have to go to is new kids' parents' place.
Oh yeah, up in the Black Hills.
Yeah. Although I am going to Deadwood, unrelated to that,
Oh yeah,
because of
have a bachelorette party there.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Terminator's gonna go, and she's gonna be the taxi driver, which is great. That means the rest of us can have a good time and not have to worry about getting dead. So it'll be fun. I think we're taking the van.
Yeah,
My parents have.
Astro van.
What year is it? Do you know?
I don't know. Not my parents.
Well, it's like the real boxy
Yeah.
guy, and it's like space gray. And it's pretty rad.
Astro van.
Astro van. It is so freaking 80s, 90s,
Yep. Yeah.
which is fantastic.
It even has a tape deck.
I always liked those vans that kind of look like Shinkansen.
Oh, the shark vans.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Well, no.
Oh, is that what you call them?
So we always called them like the Chevy Luminos, where it's like it's like one slope.
Chevy, that's a car.
No, they made a Lumina van. It's also like
Oh, did
the
they?
Oldsmobile Silhouette and the Pontiac Transport, I do believe.
I'll look it up now.
Okay.
Because yeah, that's what they remind me of is the bullet
Yes.
train fronts.
Which actually, I forgot what Shinkansen actually translates to something. Like, it doesn't just mean like high
Yeah,
speed.
it doesn't mean bullet train by
Yeah.
any means.
But I have to look that up too.
Van. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shark van.
Shark. Shark. Why is it a shark?
Because it looks like a shark.
I don't know. They look like the front of the trains to me.
Yeah, the Dustbuster vans.
Okay, now we gotta look up what Shinkansen means.
Yeah.
Shinkansen. Someday I will ride one, and it will be so much fun.
Yeah, we gotta like get those wheels turning.
Yeah, I just don't know when we're gonna go.
Yeah. I've got too many things. Like, no, we got to make time for it.
Da, 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 da,
I can't remember.
da, da, da.
No, I was thinking it was duckbill platypus because like that's like what one of them looks like. Because there's a few different ones.
Shinkansen in Japanese means new truck line or new main line.
Oh, yeah. So it's very just squared and boxed off and not very romantic at all. It's like train line 1.
Yeah, train line. Here's the train. It's a new train.
Good job.
Yeah, someday we'll go, and I will probably like cry the entire time because I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, so from where we are, a Shinkansen would be very good for the trip that I went on because it's very long. It's a 5.5 hour drive as the crow flies, and then like you know, there's a time change in there. And from here, I mean, I can actually just go out of my house and then just like turn right and then just stay on that road for 5 hours,
Yeah.
and then suddenly I'm there. But that is turning into one of my favorite drives, because it's a part of the state that's like it's the least populated, because you kind of like weave through and kind of up and over a lot of the sand hills, and we had a pretty wet spring this spring, so when I was driving through it was actually very, very green. And once you get past like Valentine, like when everything's you get past Valentine, there's nothing. It's like you're just kind of on this weird like winding, undulating road. And I was listening to probably one of those like visibly beautiful books I've ever read. Listened to. It's called The Bridges of Madison County. No? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
It, like every single paragraph of that book is poetry.
What is the synopsis of?
So there's two characters, and the book kind of starts twice. Introduces one character, then starts again, introduce the other character, and then it's them meeting. One of them is a photographer for National Geographic, and on all of his like adventures and expeditions and stuff like that, it estranged his marriage, and he's now divorced, and so now he's just like dedicated to the craft. And he has his trusty Chevy truck that he calls Harry, that he just like drives all over the country.
Yes,
and,
of course.
and so he'll drive to like his assignment that he's like, okay, yeah, go to this state, take pictures of this, and then we'll put it in on the cover of the magazine and have the whole article and stuff. And he was to film or photograph a bunch of covered bridges in southern Iowa, Madison County, Iowa. And on his way there, he was kind of like he's from the Pacific Northwest, so he drives from like SeaTac and then like just drove all the way through, just stopping every once in a while to kind of figure out what's going on. And the whole book takes place in the late '60s. And then like it's the book starts with the author writing the book. It's all like this research thing he's doing. He's finding out about these people. And this photographer guy, he always asks for directions 3 times because then he can kind of triangulate like where he's going. Because he's looking for these bridges that like no one really kind of cares about because they're just random bridges and like county roads. And so he'll go to like a gas station and be like, hey, I'm looking for, the Rose Petal Bridge. And he's like, well, I think that's by Grandpa John's farm. If you take over by the silos, like, they give directions like that.
Yeah.
And so then he goes to like a grocery store and like, yes, the clerk, it's like, oh yeah, I think that's like, if you just follow like A Street for like 6 miles, so it's a little more
different type of directions, but.
And then he gets out to like, actually like, the country. And then he stops at this farm, and there's this lady, and she's like all alone, because her husband and her kids are at the state fair, like showing calves.
Oh, right on.
And so she's actually from Italy, so she has like a little bit of accent.
Oh, nice.
Because again, this takes place in the '60s.
Yeah,
she was actually like from Italy during the war, and she married like a soldier, and came over, and so like she's going from like Tuscany to shit splat Iowa.
Oh no!
So she has like a little bit of like forlorn romance about her, and like she meets this guy who's just this world traveler, and they end up actually kind of like falling for each other. But there's a scene where he's taking pictures of the bridge, and it's like he's using only natural light and he's using film. So like the whole process is done. It's like very like methodical how he does it. And she's sitting there watching him, and it's like the most amazing thing. And the whole book is just absolute poetry. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I was listening to that while driving on this huge windy road, and I kind of let my mind wander a little bit. And suddenly I wasn't just a car on a highway driving through green fields. I was a boat on the ocean that just happened to be green. And every town that I came across was like an island, because there's literally nothing in between here. And it was like, I love that drive. It's like every tiny farm is just like a fishing trawler just out in the middle of nowhere. And then they bring them into the towns. Like, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have a favorite drive?
Nope.
What?
Because if I could, I would I would teleport anywhere, even if it meant like losing my liver every time.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like.
See, a teleporter kills you and then reassembles you on the other side.
Yeah. Like I don't know. A, I don't drive that much anymore.
Oh.
And B, like my back is bad enough that like sitting in a car for a long time is usually not very pleasant.
Get comfy seats. What are you doing?
I mean, the seats in the Focus are quite comfy, but like the mini seats are pretty shit. The smart car seats are pretty shit. There's just not a lot I can do there. And then sometimes I'll just like randomly get car sick for no reason. So I don't know. The trips are sometimes fun or not fun, depending on that sort of stuff for me.
I don't think I've ever gotten car sick. Like I don't get like motion sickness. Well,
I never used to either, but like as I've gotten older, it's gotten more of a problem for me.
I guess I don't like being upside down.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit about that.
Oh, that's hard for me to do.
No, I don't care.
Like fair rides, it's like, hey, let's spin you in a circle, and then spin you in a circle upside down. It's like, well, okay, yeah, that's designed to make you throw up. Like,
oh yeah, like spinny stuff I don't like that much, but I can do like roller coasters and shit that go upside down.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for our Worlds of Fun trip again.
Yeah.
Mostly just to hear you scream on all the roller coasters.
Oh wait, Terminator and I had this discussion last night. We'll get to what we were doing later, but she says, "You're just a woo girl." I'm like, "No, I'm not a woo girl. I'm a hype man." It's like, no, you're a woo girl.
I don't know. I feel like New Kid's more of a woo girl.
Yeah, well, his mom is too.
Yeah. But yes, I am quite excited for that trip. It'll be great. I haven't gotten since the last time we went.
No, neither have I. I don't get to KC that much.
Yeah, we don't either. Even though there's a lot of great stuff there.
There is.
We just don't go like that much. It's not even that far either.
No.
It's like 4 hours.
Yeah. It's closer than where I went.
What are we doing with our lives?
Just living in random county, living it up.
Fair enough.
Oh crap! I was gonna bring you drugs, and then I forgot them.
Oh, you forgot the rosemary and stuff.
Yeah, up in the.
I don't know if that's considered drugs. It's just plants.
Maybe. So
this isn't weed.
So there's a story of how I acquired these. So one of my favorite things to do up in Fort Robb is hike the bluffs, and there's miles upon miles of hiking trails, and actually they're pretty well maintained, but it's not difficult to get kind of lost because all the trails are just marked by posts, just white posts, and we know when the next one is like way off, like on top of the ridge. It's like, well, how do I get there? But most of the stuff is actually pretty well traveled, so you can kind of see where the beaten path is.
Yeah, where the footpath.
So there's a couple trails that we do almost every year that are just kind of like they're our bread and butter, but they're still just really fun because you're going from like deep within a pine forest to like a huge like open grass valley to then on top of limestone bluffs. Like there's the change is so drastic and fantastic. Yeah,
like my favorites like hiking paths in Colorado and stuff are the ones that like go through all the trees.
Yeah,
I freaking love that shit.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Well, you have, of all the things we bad at, you suck at breathing.
Yeah.
So do you breathe easier in a pine forest?
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah. So I thought like part of albuterol is like pine tar or something like that. But there's some type of aerosol.
Most of the time what my problem is it's either like sudden change in temperature. So sometimes, like, in the shower, I even have problems.
Oh.
Or if, like, I'm exerting myself and in, like, a weird situation. But most of the time when we're going higher in altitude, I'm actually breathing easier because it's a bit lighter.
I see.
Most of the time. There's sometimes that I'm not. Like, the one time I got altitude sickness really bad because I was really dehydrated.
Is that when you had the oxygen?
Yeah.
Bottle oxygen?
Yeah. That was a bad time. But most of the time it's actually better in those kinds of situations. And plus, like, the air isn't so... It's not as thick and it's not as humid usually.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that can set me off is weird humidity. And then, like, the trees really help too because it's pure oxygen. And I feel like they have, like, less pollen and pollution in the air in Colorado anyways. I don't know about out that way.
Well, actually, so the Sandhills is actually like the second largest inland desert, or no, it was the second largest inland expanse of sand. Because there's all this grass and stuff growing there, but like
it's all sandy.
If you like just dig down, it's a beach. It's just huge. So there's a lot of like interesting problems that happen there. Like ranchers will just like driving cattle, and all of a sudden like half this dude will just fall off.
Oh God.
So we're deep in this pine forest, and it's I don't know the roar of pine trees like a breeze that goes through. Yeah, that too. So we decided to try a new trail on the second to last day, and it was me and I don't have a nickname for my oldest brother.
Oh, just say oldest brother. I don't know.
the white collar man.
The white collar man. Fair enough.
And then it was me, the white collar man, and Zipper Tidy. And so just like the three of us, we just packed our backpacks full of water. And the plan was to do this it was like about a 2.5 mile round trip, and it's supposed to be a loop. And the one end of the loop goes to this place called Lover's Leap, where it's the highest point in the bluffs, and it kind of like it opens up into this bowl, and like you can see the nearest town, and you can actually almost see all the way like South Dakota from on top of this thing. And
is there like a legend behind the name, or is it just that's...
See, that one I don't know, because most of the other stuff do, because those bluffs are called the Red Cloud Bluffs, and that refers to the Indian chief. I think he was Lakota, Red Cloud.
Gotcha.
And then there's another famous bluff up there called Giant's Coffin, and it looks like...
is it just like coffin shaped?
It's kind of coffin shaped, but then like one side of it looks like it's like feet sticking up.
Oh.
And so it's like this huge, like this long outcropping from one of the bluffs.
Yeah.
I don't think you can actually get on top of that one unless you had like rock climbing gear, but they're limestone, so you can't because it'll crumble.
Yeah.
So we're going on this trail, and we took half of it last year, but we kind of had to cut it short because we had my 6-year-old mom who's a trooper, but she had like, it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make the whole loop. It's like, okay, so we'll stop and get you some water and get you home. So I had that huge Yeti thing that I have.
Oh yeah, the giant Yeti.
So I had both of those full.
Oh,
and like
boy.
6 bottles of water. So I was carrying like 50 pounds. But actually, I have a decent backpack, so it worked.
Yeah.
So we get up to Lover's Leap, and the last half of that is pretty much just climbing a wall, because it's you're actually going on top of the bluff. But I have some pictures I'll have to show you.
Okay.
Of just the view, and it's insane. It was a perfectly clear day. There's no clouds and there's no humidity, so you could just see for miles.
Yeah, everything.
Go there again in a heartbeat. It's like every time like you turn a corner or crest a hill, it's like it's a new vista.
Yeah.
So we get down from Lover's Leap, and I think we might have taken a wrong turn because we continued on what we thought was a trail, and it like came to an end, and then there's like a barbed wire fence because there's actually like pasture land up there.
Yeah, up in there.
Actually, a lot of Fort Robinson is now it's a Longhorn ranch. So
okay.
It's like some of the trails that we were on to get there, you actually walk through a pasture. So we just walked through a herd of Longhorns. I think they're all steer, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So we're kind of up on this cliff, and there's a fence, and we're not quite sure where the trail goes, and we can kind of see that there's what looks to be a path. So we just kind of follow that down. It's like, well, And the white collar man has All Trails app.
Oh,
And so he can
yeah.
like track where we're going. He's like, we're not on the trail anymore. It's like, yeah, but I can see that there is trail. We'll just follow it. Maybe it loops back around or something like, they haven't updated the app. So we're like, cool. So this starts to get a little like treacherous.
Yeah.
Because what we were actually on was game trail.
Oh.
So it's just where like deer walk.
Yeah, walk.
Not designed for humans. And there's parts we actually had to like take our backpacks off and like drop them down a ledge and like climb down. It's like, this clearly is not the trail.
We're not where we're supposed to be.
So we get down and we're kind of on like the wrong side of the bluff. And so we're kind of looking back up. It's like, well, we could climb back up there and try to find the trail. Or we cut across this giant prairie. And we can kind of because there's a bunch of trails that like crisscross and stuff like that. There's a lot of like horse trails as well. So we kind of saw across the prairie. There's one of the guideposts. It's just a white post that's painted that marks it's trail marker. And so we're like, okay, we'll just beeline for that. And so we're going through we're bushwhacking through this prairie with knee high needle grass, and both Zipper Tidy and the white collar man. It kind of destroyed their socks because they just had needle grass seeds that they stick in. They don't come out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I had some pretty badass socks in my Solomon boots, so they served me well.
Yeah.
But when we're up on a bluff, we're looking over this prairie. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. One of the plants that grows native up there is called yucca, and it grows like this giant spiky ball.
Okay.
It's just like
does it look like a cactus type thing, or
it actually looks like a palm. But you know how a palm grows like this and is like like branched out? It's just like spike. It's like a hedgehog.
Huh.
And then there's one like stem that comes out, and then there's flowers that grow like jingle bells like along it.
Huh. Okay.
And it's very, very sharp.
Dear God.
And they're all over up there. And we're looking over this field. We thought, oh yeah, there's just a bunch of yucca plants. That's what grows over there. Well, when you get down in this pasture, it's bushes and bushes of wild rosemary.
Oh my gosh.
And like we get like down into it, and we're just like it smelled so good. So I grabbed like a handful of wild rosemary. I was gonna give it to you.
Yes.
And we ended up hooking back up with this trail, and then that one just kind of like it went through like another like small bluff, and then across the huge pasture, and it actually ended like right by our cabin.
Oh my gosh.
Like cool.
Yay.
So it was supposed to be like a 2.5 mile hike, ended up being almost 5 because we got lost.
Yeah.
But I was with my two bros, and it was amazing. And then later that night, because it was so clear, we were just sitting outside and watching stars. And it was so clear that we could actually make out satellites.
Nice. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah. You can just see them floating around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't see any shooting stars, though. But then, of course, I got a lot of cool talks with Zipper Tidy, how he's like, because he actually like camps a lot, but he does like trail camping. He was talking to me one time about how he met a mountain lion.
Oh, yeah. See, that's been always a thing that I'm like wary of, just herping around in the forest.
But it wasn't like during the day. It was like, oh shit, there's a mountain lion. He was in a tent, like in like a lean-to shelter, where it's like slightly raised off the ground, so like critters and stuff like that. And it was it's like half a roof that goes over, small one-person tent. And he heard something like rummaging around because he had like his food and stuff like outside. He had something running around, so he thought it was a raccoon. And so he's like yelling at it and making a bunch of noise, and then like he hears. Have you ever heard a mountain lion? No, they sound like banshees, like they scream.
Oh God!
And so he's just like gets really, really quiet, like just pulls out his knife and is just trying to lay as still as he can, and like has his knife like up against his chest. And then he's like, okay, maybe if it's just like quiet, like it'll lose interest and go away. And then he hears it walking on the floorboards around his tent.
Oh God!
And he's just like, I was like. So did you actually shit your pants? It's like, I was too scared to shit my pants.
Yeah, nope, I'm good on that.
But he has 1,000 stories like that, though. I mean, not quite that dramatic, but he's definitely he can tell a good story.
Yeah, I like tent camping, except for me back is bed. So we've been thinking about getting one of those little baby campers.
Oh.
That's just like a bed.
What about like a hammock?
I don't know if that would help that much, to be honest. For me, I don't really
But
know.
yeah,
I've
you're
never
looking
like
to get one of those like teardrops.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So maybe someday. But yeah, I like hiking around a lot too, especially in Colorado and stuff. There's just so much nice things to look at and be around.
Well, when we were on that hike, so Zipper Tidy, he had an actual like hiking backpack, like something that's like really small and lightweight. Like mine, kind of a hiking backpack. Like it has a waist strap, which actually helps a lot.
Yeah.
And then White Collar Man, who also, I mean, he's pretty outdoorsy too. You know, like he's one of the reasons why I have a kayak, and you know, he traveled all these roads. But he was just wearing just Brooks shoes and like Bermuda shorts and a t-shirt, and had a water bottle in his back pocket. And, like meanwhile, here I'm all like loaded down. Like,
Yeah.
but no, that trip is always fantastic, and it's one of my favorite weeks of the year.
Yep.
And then I come home and it's even more chaos. It was great.
Even more chaos.
Well, yeah, because then Terminator's like, "Hey, party bus." I'm like,
Oh, right.
"Okay."
Right. Yes. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of that segment. Are we still doing? What are we doing for ad space? Are we still doing 3 Cloud?
Which episode is this? Is episode 20, isn't it?
This is 19.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I think. Well, we'll do 3 Cloud Morning one more time.
All right,
We'll
yep.
push that.
Go check out 3 Cloud Morning. These lovely little sketches and cartoons. They're
think,
friggin' hilarious.
She got a couple more up this week, I think.
Yeah, I've been watching it, and she's been posting more of them. It's really cool. I really like it.
Yes.
But yes.
Fantastic. Go check it out. 3cloudmorning.com.
Yep, 3cloudmorning.com. If you would like to take out an ad with us, let us know, and we will figure it out. Otherwise, I'll start promoting
Band.
my own projects. Whee! But yes.
Well, before we get into the roulette topic, what are you drinking?
Oh, I forgot about that. I got my good old infusion Fruity Loops again.
Stuff is weird, but
I don't know.
glad you like it.
I like it. I think it's fine. Yeah, during the Kincaid takeover, they had a Snozberry cider.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good too.
I got some of that with New Kid when I came back Friday.
Yeah, and their black cherry one is really good
Yeah.
too.
I was like, oh, because that's usually when I go there, because Kincaid's kind of my jam. Like, Kincaid and Zipline are probably my 2 favorite breweries. But yeah, I was like, oh, what do you guys got for Kincaid? And I see like all the taps of Kincaid. I'm like, okay, you got everything. Awesome.
Oh, I gotta stick my leggy out of the table.
You gonna make it?
Yep. But yes, now we get to our lovely. Oh no, you gotta talk about.
I'm
your...
drinking Freedom. See how you got Eagles?
It's just bad beer. It's just bad.
Man. No, I got it on the party bus last night because we stopped in. We went all the over everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's like we closed bars in Columbus at 2, and then had to drive home.
Ew.
Yep.
Nope, I ain't about that.
It was quite a bit of fun. I had a good time.
But yeah, you just have a Budweiser.
No, I have a Freedom.
No, it says Budweiser on it.
I mean, it's better than when they called it America a couple years ago.
Oh God. All right, well, into the roulette topic, which is Stardew Valley. One of our favorite games to play, all of us together. Basically, it's a farm sim of happiness. I don't know how else to describe that.
It's actually built, programmed, and all the art is done by one dude. The production company is called Concerned Ape, and the logo is fantastic, and it's all pixel art. And yeah, it's on the surface, it's a farm sim.
Yeah, but that
is not what it is.
There's a lot of layers to this onion.
Actually, okay, so I got the mobile version of it because I was like, oh, I'll have some downtime.
Well, but the mobile version isn't up to date with the PC version, right?
I think it is.
No, there's been a complaint about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think the PC version is up to 1.5 and the mobile is only 1.4.
Well, I didn't get that far in it because I think maybe the 1.5 update was that with the island.
Island?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you don't know?
I don't think we've ever gotten that far in any of our
Oh,
saves.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
we've
then
only
I
gotten to the desert
Yeah,
and
the
Skull
desert.
Cavern.
Um,
I think that was all of us together saved. Because I have a save with the husband too.
yeah.
And I'm not sure where we're at with that with ours there
I need-
either.
I need to get back in it. I do love that game.
I know. I haven't been playing
Yeah.
like my PC that much either.
Oh, yeah. So the whole game starts out with your grandpa dying, and he looks like Santa.
Well, no, it starts with you working a shitty corporate job.
No, well, okay.
And then you find
Grandpa
your
dies-
grandpa dies.
It gives you a letter. It says, "Don't open it now.
Oh,
open
yeah,
it
open it when you're ready."
Yeah, and you'll know when you're ready.
Yeah, you're basically working like, I think you're working for JoJo Mart Company,
Yeah, you're working for JoJo Mart.
which we'll get into JoJo Mart later. And how piece of shitty they are.
And okay, so there's like well, I work an office job. You work from home.
Yeah. I work an office job from home.
Yeah. So during the opening, it's like panning across like all these people like in cubicles, and then it comes to like an empty one, and then there's your character that you create, and then next to it is a skeleton in a cubicle
Yeah.
with like spider webs. It's like, oh no, how long has he been there?
Oh god.
And basically, your character just gets fed up with working this stupid life and opens a letter to find out that it's actually the deed to a farm in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, Grandpa's old farm in Stardew. So you get on a bus and you troll your way down to start. I'm assuming it's down, but I don't actually know.
Valley, it's gotta be down.
And then you arrive and you have a farm now.
And you're greeted by Mayor Lewis,
Oh yeah, Lewis.
and actually Robin is the first character you meet.
That was it.
Yeah, she's the carpenter. Because she's like, oh yeah, you might
Yeah,
need to fix your house.
If you need anything,
Yeah.
I'll be over at my own house, which is not that far. I think that's like the closest house. You can
Well,
get to-
yeah, if you like go
Yeah,
up
if you
and
go up
around
and
through the passage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start farming. So you're given like you're given a few tools, like a hoe and an axe and a watering can.
A scythe.
Yeah. So it's like,
And I think that's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
think
right.
that's it.
I'm trying to think of the ones that you can.
Yeah, I'm trying to like picture the little bar with all the tools in it.
And you start off and like the whole farm is like overgrown with weeds and trees, and so you gotta
Well,
clear
okay,
it
you
out.
gotta pick your farm though,
Yeah.
because there's a forest farm, a water farm,
There's the four corners.
four corners.
There's a new one that's like a
Oh, there's
spooky farm.
There's a new one.
Yeah. So like when
Oh, yeah.
it turns night, like
You have like
creatures will come-
monsters
Yeah.
and stuff in that one. I did hear about that,
Which-
which is weird, but I guess like it's more tuned to like the adventure
Yeah.
part rather than the farming
Yeah. Which
area.
The combat on the mobile version actually sucks. So
Oh,
it's-
does it?
Yeah. Very much.
But yeah,
needs
I
something.
think we had the forest farm.
No, we had the one that you and me and your husband did is the Four Corners.
What? No, because the houses are in the four corners.
No, there's the one corner where we have like the main stuff. We have the one corner that's the
how all of
orchard.
them. That's how all of them are.
No,
The
it's
four
not.
corners, the houses are in the corners. That's why it's called the four corners.
No, it's like
I
it's
think that
divided into a T.
No, no.
There's four quadrants in that farm. No, because
No, it's not the. I'm telling you, it's not the four corners.
but I've played on multiple ones. That's not how they all are set up.
Well, yeah, I know, but I didn't pick the four corners one.
Oh, okay.
So I know it's not the four corners one, but I'm pretty sure it's the forest one because we have like a fuck ton of trees.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I know not to pick the water one because
Yeah.
That's
There's no
just
fish or
fishing.
crops. Oh yeah, that's right. And you suck at fishing.
yeah, and I suck at fishing so bad. I'm getting better though, slowly at fishing.
It's not that difficult.
No, it's bad. I don't like it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we have the forest one. And I don't think the ghost one was there when we started.
No, that one was new when I started again. I was
Okay.
like, oh, this is neat. So your first task after you you're given a packet of seeds to plant, and then you're tasked by the mayor to meet everyone in town.
Oh, which is a pain in the ass because
It
they all
is a pain in the
wander
ass.
around All the time they move.
So it's the type of game where you have to have the wiki up all the time to
Yeah.
figure out like where everything is and what it's
Yeah.
all doing. But I mean, to me that kind of takes away part of the game because most of the game is understanding this place you live in.
Yeah, but like, there's no way in hell I'd figure out half the shit
Yeah,
without it.
And so you met everyone in town. Everyone just seems like, oh, you're just like, oh yeah, just this
Oh.
small little parochial town. So
You're
it's
a
fine.
new farmer that moved in. Oh, that's cool. Some of them are kind of assholes though.
Yeah, like Shane.
Yeah, Shane's a shit.
Who was an alcoholic who works at the local Joja Mart.
Yeah. And who else is a shit? It's like all of the teenagers are shits.
No, the teenagers are fine. Like, well, Sam is just kind of a doofus.
Yeah.
He's the yellow spiky haired dude, but Seb is awesome because
So it's just like,
he's actually an emo kid. Like when it rains, he's like out by the lake smoking.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I saw it, I was like, okay, this game is way too real.
Prime emo.
And then Abigail, she's a purple haired one.
Doesn't she eat rocks or something? I keep seeing memes about her eating rocks, and
No,
I'm so confused.
It's if you one of her. Okay, so there's a mechanic in the game, but it's where you gift people things, and that's how you gain friendship, and then you actually learn more about them.
Yes.
One of Abigail's dialogues for giving her gifts is, "Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Thank you."
Oh God.
It's so but she'll say that it's a random thing. Like whenever you give her
you
something,
never know.
So
so
you
it could be.
you can give her like a church, like, "Oh, thank you, I'm so hungry." So yeah, she eats
Oh
everything.
God. Okay. But yes, you have to go around. You have to meet everybody and the grumpy old man and everything.
Yes, George, the grandpa in a wheelchair, which is
Yeah.
also just way too real.
Yeah. And then you find out there's a medical clinic ran by a dude. I can't remember who his name is.
Harvey. He's the one
Harvey.
with glasses and
Yep.
mustache.
And then there's a local shop ran by Pierre.
Yes, Pierre's.
Clint does the blacksmithing.
Yep.
What's the library guy's name?
I can't remember because he's
Okay.
not like he.
Yeah, he just sits behind the library desk all
Yeah,
day.
he doesn't interact with any the
yeah,
events
he
or
doesn't.
anything.
He doesn't go around. But what else is there? Joja Mart, which is shite, and then you get to the community center
Yeah.
and realize it's full of these spooky little blobs.
Yeah, they're forest spirits called Junmos.
Yes.
And they're kind of just spirit of the land, and that's the one place where they're left.
Yeah. And they are absolutely adorable, and they make cute ass little sounds.
Yes.
But you have to pick between saving the community center or helping Joja Mart,
Yeah.
which we all know what the right answer is.
Yeah. So once you once you successfully plant it and grow a crop and sell it, then the
Yeah.
mayor's like, oh yeah, if you meet him at the community center, it's like, yeah, this place is really run down. I wish someone would kind of do something about it.
Yeah.
You find out that the town is perfectly fine and normal, but there's a lot of things that are just
That's you.
yeah, that's me. You find things that are just kind of melancholy about it. Like Abigail's mom, Caroline, I think. She's her daughter's a teenager now. She doesn't know how to deal with it. How it's she just misses her being a little girl and
Yeah,
doing things. You find out that Shane is actually an alcoholic because he works at Joja Mart and really
Yeah.
wishes he could just raise chickens again. And if you actually become his friend,
Yeah, you get blue chickens and stuff.
well, no. So
Oh.
whenever you get to certain progression in a friendship line, you give them enough gifts and you talk to them
Yeah,
enough
because
times.
I think the first one is 4 hearts, and you
then-
get a cutscene,
yeah.
and then it's
I think-
before the last 2 hearts, and then the last 2 hearts.
Yeah. I think 8 and then 10. You actually find Shane at the very bottom of the map, by the where the sewer goes out and he's there's
Oh yeah. Yeah.
he's standing on the cliff and he's contemplating jumping off.
Oh,
And,
God.
you have to you talk him down from the ledge and it's this is
Jesus.
this is a farm simulator.
Yeah, all of these characters are so real,
Yeah.
and the stories are so compelling, I guess.
Yeah.
They all got a story to
Yeah.
She's very nice. Very nice.
Robin the carpenter, she's divorced and remarried So like Seb is her son from her first marriage, and Maru is her and Demetrius's daughter, and so it's like they have this weird blended family. Like if there's a thing in the game where if you become good enough friends, you can go to their bedroom, and she has a bookshelf in there, and like all the books on the bookshelf are like, what to expect with your second marriage, and like how to raise a kid that's not yours. Like,
Oh God.
It's like you find out that like she's actually one of the more cheerful characters, but she just has a little bit of real life to her. Seb, Sam, and Abigail start a band.
Yeah.
And it's freaking awesome.
Oh, and then like the ladies all have yoga day.
Yeah,
or
they'll have like
whatever.
aerobics. I can't remember what day it is, but like if you're like shopping in Pierre's, you see them all like come in.
Yeah, and do their aerobics class. It's hilarious. But yeah, like all of these happenings are going on, and then there's special events for like. I guess we should explain how the seasons work. So it's 28 days per season.
Yeah, it's 4 7-week days per season. So it's spring, summer, winter, fall.
Yep. And it's not like real time. It goes on its own time. It's not like.
Yeah, it's I think each
IRL.
day is about 15 minutes.
Because that's how Animal Crossing is. It's like in real lifetime. But yeah, like, so you go through your days, and there's special crops for special seasons, and then there's special events, like, kind of coordinating with holidays.
Yeah.
I
Like,
guess.
the spring one it's basically like midsummer, actually. It's the flower dance. And so the whole town gets together in like this field, and they have this whole dance thing, and you can pick a dance partner.
And then they have, like, the egg hunt holiday.
Oh yeah, that's
that one. The summer they have the glowing jellyfish.
Yeah, the dance of the
festival.
midnight jellies.
Yep.
Is that when they also have the midnight market?
Yeah, I think that's during the summer, but it's
Is it
not
during
during the
summer?
jellies.
Yeah.
And then there's Thanksgiving for fall.
No, it's not Thanksgiving. It's it's
it's
Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the spooky maze.
Yeah.
Which when you go through the maze, because I think at the end of the maze you get a golden pumpkin and it's worth a bunch of
The
money.
golden pumpkin.
At the top of the maze you see the wizard and Linus the homeless guy. Like they're the ones that like put it together. It's like they're just looking over. they're up on the ridge.
And then there's also like Christmas shit too.
Yeah, but there's a Christmas gift giving one, and then there's the ice fishing.
Oh yeah, the ice fishing.
Yeah, there's
fishing too.
the whole snowman building thing.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like, I think it's like 2 holidays per season or something.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
So
And
that's really fun too.
It's really cool because like as you start to like get to know like all these different characters, you kind of expect like what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like during all the holidays, you can usually find Seb, Sam, and Abigail together, like because they're friends and they hang out.
Yeah,
like
they hang out all the time.
you always find Marty next to Mayor Lewis for some reason. Just, there's a mission where you have to find Mayor Lewis's boxers in Marty's bedroom. There's a bunch of like secret things too. Like if you go to certain locations at certain times,
Yeah, you can find shit and like
you actually like find them like in a bush like, together.
Yeah. And then there's this lovely character called Krobus
Oh
that lives down in the sewers, and he's basically like all the monsters, but he actually has like sentience to him.
Yeah, he's like a living shadow. He's very strange.
Yeah, so that's fun. But yeah, you go to this adventure guild too, and go down in these mines and fight monsters, and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's like it's like keeps getting
Yeah,
weirder and weirder.
There's just so much in this game. But yeah, like, and then
Oh, in the mine you can find the little dwarf guy.
little dwarf guy.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about him?
No.
Oh. So there's 4 like scrolls that are dwarven language, and if you get
Yeah.
all 4 of them, then you can actually have a conversation with them because
Oh,
you
really?
know the
Okay.
language. And if you become good enough friends with him and good enough friends with Krobus, you find out that the dwarves and whatever Krobus is are like not aliens, but they're supernatural beings that have been fighting for like millennia.
Oh God. Holy Jesus.
Oh yeah, because of course, in your farm simulator, you have to have.
Yeah. Well, there's also that like monkey statue in the Enchanted Forest or whatever part.
Oh yeah,
That you give him something and
you have to give him
it's like some sort
a
of
sweet jamberry.
yeah.
And then he gives I can't remember what he gives you.
Yeah, he gives you something.
But the force.
Oh yeah, and then you go find the freaking Grim Reaper and he gives you a golden scythe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, in the quarry.
Yeah. Like there's just so much shit.
There's also some really rare random events. Like if you hear an owl, like when you go when you go to sleep for the day and it tallies up like what you did, if you hear an owl during that screen, the next morning there will be an owl statue somewhere in your farm. You have to go find it.
Oh.
It's like
Oh god.
it's like stuff appears. There'll be another random event that in the middle of the night you heard a giant crash, and there'll be a meteorite somewhere.
Oh yeah, because is that the one with the little alien guy, or is that a different one?
No, that's another thing.
Okay.
I think like on the 25th of winter, like Santa will go across the screen. But yeah, if you see an alien, like you'll see like a UFO go across the screen, and then you'll find like some type of like weird capsule thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember how that works, but yeah, I remember getting that one too.
Yeah. Did they ever like do? Because when it rains, there's that weird wailing noise. No, it's like.
I don't know, it's creepy stuff.
Is that just?
I don't know.
That's it. It's just a creepy.
Well, there's also the wizard south of town that's just doing spooky stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, you go and do drugs with the wizard. Like
you also do drugs
on
with
a
Emily.
consistent basis. Yeah, like and then you have to go like find the wizard's ex-wife's house.
Oh yeah, the witch.
Yeah.
You go on that whole adventure. I can't remember what the end like what you get out of all that, but that one's like insane. 'Cause you go like all over Stardew Valley for that one. And there's like a whole like underground area that no one knows about.
And then there's drunk Pam that drives the bus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
To the desert.
Part of her and her daughter, is it Penelope? No, Penny.
Penny, yeah.
Yep. Part of their like getting their hearts and their friendship level is actually dealing with Pam's alcoholism.
Oh god.
And at the beginning of the game, they live in like a trailer, and if you progress far enough, and I think it's with Pam and Penny and Robin, if you get to be good enough friends with all three of them, you can actually build them a new house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then you can actually choose to like, oh yeah, that was me, I built the house, or you can choose to be anonymous.
Yeah.
And like that whole scene is actually like really kind of heart wrenching. It's like, oh, we fight, it's like, because it's one of those vicious cycles. It's like Pam's an alcoholic because she kind of lives in a shitty state. She can't better herself, and so she's more of an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And then Penny's just trying to survive being a little school teacher.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I can find her like just reading on a park bench. Like,
oh yeah, and then there's a dog at some point, right? You bring the dog back because there's that little dog cage part, and I think at some point you actually get the dog back.
that I don't know. Maybe?
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I ever did that.
I don't know.
You can also get a horse, which I never got the horse. Oh, and
yeah.
you can put a hat on your horse. You go to the
Oh my god.
go to the hat cat and get a hat.
Yeah, get a hat. Yeah, there's a lot.
I actually really haven't played a game like it because it's clearly like a passion project, and like every piece of it's like done with love. Like it's not just like how much money can we get out of this thing?
Yeah, like there's so much thought put into it that you could just keep playing it for ever and ever and ever.
Which I have.
But there's a part where if you get 100%, you can go up through, and I don't know what's up there.
Oh yeah, north of the train tracks. There's
there's a rock. There's a big boulder. And if you get 100% through the whole game,
how do you get 100%?
I don't know. Play it for years and years and years.
Yeah, I think in one of my playthroughs, I was trying to get to the bottom of the desert mines, which that's actually infinite. But if you get to level, I think 50 or 100.
Oh, we got to 100 in our save.
No, I haven't in my.
Oh, in your own save.
Because you just have to build a bunch of stairs and just go through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and one of the big releases, if you become good enough friends with Willie, he has a boat, and then if you help him fix the boat, you can go to an island, and you can start a second farm there where it's always summer.
Oh.
So you can always grow summer crops all the time.
Yeah.
And there's like a little Mowgli kid. Like there's like this abandoned boy who's like half feral who lives with the monkeys.
Alrighty.
And then there's also a volcano that like it's one of the dungeon pieces. And if you get to the top, you can craft items.
Oh.
So like how you have like the rings that like this ring like makes stuff like attract you more. This ring lights it up. You can forge them together into one thing.
Holy shit! Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, it's like every stone you seem to overturn in that game, it's like has a story.
Yeah,
and it's absolutely fantastic, and I love it very much. Now I'm gonna go home and play it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we have D&D tonight.
No, we got shit to do.
Which you're gonna join us at, right?
I suppose.
As your shroom, your mushroom.
Yeah. This week I shall. I don't know about next week though.
But if any of you are like interested, definitely check out Stardew Valley. There's only a million reasons why I love it so much, and it's only like it's pretty cheap on Steam, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know the mobile version is I think $5.
Yeah, like it's not too terribly bad. But yeah, like you could play it super casually, or you could like really get into it, like we do.
Yeah, and it'll run on a potato. Like you don't need super
much.
awesome graphics for it or anything.
Yeah, it's a lot. You could play it forever.
yeah, and it's one of those games like it doesn't make you want to stop. Like there's certain games like where it's okay, I need to stop playing this because like I can't get through this part.
Yeah, like when we all play, it's hard to like get off and go to bed.
Because it's like, oh no, we got crops coming in. Okay, we got to harvest them. We got to plant new stuff. Then we need
to do this quick before we leave, otherwise I'll forget about it next time.
Yeah, we got to make sure to get all the eggs from the chickens. Like.
Forever.
It's like, oh no, go check on the shed to make sure that like the jelly's done. Like,
yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, we didn't even touch on that. Like one of the main rewards for being friends with everyone, why you actually mechanically want to do it in the game, is they give you recipes for food that like help you out.
You can make food. Yeah, like there's a lot. I'm sure we missed a bunch of stuff, but
yeah.
It's such a good game.
So one of the other mechanics is you can pickle stuff, like you can age things and sell them for different prices, and also use them for ingredients and making other things. So you can eat a lot of stuff raw, and like anything that's like there's like coffee that you can drink, and there's a little animation for it where you like chug coffee, or anything you eat you throw up in the air and just lands in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So there's mayonnaise in the game. There's pickles. And so for a long time, the community thought that, Concerned Ape, the guy who put this whole thing together, he just doesn't like mayonnaise, he doesn't like pickles. Like, no, mayonnaise and pickles are fine. It's just, I didn't want to create another animation for taking the top of a jar off or something.
Yeah.
And then even then, like, how do you eat it? Because I'm not going to have you, throw a jar in your mouth.
Eat the whole jar.
And I sure as hell am not going to make you chug mayonnaise. So yeah, you can't eat mayonnaise or pickles.
Oh, and you can make beer and wine too. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yep, and then all of that stuff you can gift to the village people and get to know them better.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah. Yep.
So I highly recommend the game. It's something that I very much love.
Yes, I do as well. Shall we spin?
Yep.
See what we get for next week. Where's my spinning wheel?
Whoa.
All right, turn the volume up.
Because
we got TV/movies. So we're gonna watch a movie this time.
Wait, you mean you don't want to do like a? We don't do another 4-part series on a K-drama.
Dear God.
I did actually very much enjoy Hotel de Luna.
Oh, I have Atlantis on here.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's the movie or the legend, though.
I mean, we can do the movie.
You want to do the movie? Because that's a fucking amazing movie.
That's my favorite Disney movie.
All right. Well, next week we'll have...
do Atlantis.
Yeah, the Lost World of Atlantis, because goddamn. Give give me your pen. Yeah, see, look at this. I literally.
Yeah, I know. I wrote Stardew, and that's all that's in there, just because I was up to all types of shenanigans.
Yeah. Yes, Atlantis is definitely. I think that's like one of
the Lost Empire. Because there actually
Lost
is
Empire?
yeah.
What did I say?
No,
I don't
just
know.
the name of the movie. Because then there's Atlantis 2: Miles Return, which no, I never saw that one because
All of them are actually pretty good still.
Oh, they
I
are?
liked all of them. Is there only 2 or is there 3?
I know there's at least 2. There might be 3 because Disney comes in 3s.
And that'll be episode 20.
Sure.
Does it feel like we've done 20 episodes?
Not really.
Yeah,
But
no.
we also, I think we've only ever missed 1 week with this thing, haven't we?
Yeah, I think there was only 1 week we didn't do for some reason.
I think it's because you were gone.
Oh yeah, it was when I was still in Colorado and you guys weren't.
Yeah, because
That's the only one we
you
missed.
extended your vacation.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Oops.
you want to take us out?
Sure. You have any closing? We got Instagram and Facebook if you want to follow us or not. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
The one we do give a shit about though is patreon.com/randomroulette.
Have a $5 tier.
Yeah, we got $5. Oh no, we have $1.
Yeah.
We have $1, $5, or $10. So for $1, you're just
$1, you're just vibing with us.
$1 a month, you're just supporting the show. $5 a month, you get to pick a topic, and $10 a month, you get to pick a topic and get a copy of our notes, which is pretty dope, or not, unless you're really good at reading handwriting. Because mine's bad.
It's not reading handwriting, it's deciphering hieroglyphics. Like it's.
Whoops.
There's definitely been times where I can't even read my own.
Yeah, me too. Or I'm really bad at spelling too. Anyway, we gotta go play D&D, I guess. But stay hydrated, don't die, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.